Welcome back to Pop Dissected. Today, we're going to continue analyzing Taylor Swift's sixth studio record, Reputation. If you haven't seen the first part, you can check out the link in the description or click here. Before we begin, I want to start off saying this video will feature no music from the Reputation record and no footage from the Netflix tour film. Currently, Taylor Swift is having an ongoing battle between Scott Borchetta, Scooter Braun, and Big Machine Records, who own the masters to her music. I believe all artists are entitled to own their work they create. Scooter and Scott have had no hand in creating Taylor's music. By using the music from Reputation and footage from its concert film, this video will receive a copyright claim, in which revenue will be paid to the copyright holder, Big Machine Records, and potentially Scooter Braun and Scott Borchetta. I stand with Taylor Swift, and I don't want to do anything that could potentially help the people who are currently hurting her. Despite all this, I hope you can enjoy this video. Now let's begin. I highly recommend watching the previous part first, as this record does have a cohesive theme and story told throughout it. Since Reputation celebrated 2 years of release last week, it's the perfect time for the second installment of this analyzation. To briefly recap, Reputation follows themes of scrutinized love, crime and punishment, and Taylor's own reputation. These themes are expressed narratively throughout the album's entirety, from beginning to end. Last video, we looked at the first 6 tracks off the record, and today, we're going to be covering the next 6 tracks. To summarize the first 6 tracks, Taylor sings of a lover and the media storm she'll face once she's seen with said lover. She discusses how she wants to escape the idea of being a player, painted by the media, and wants this love to last. Taylor then delves into the media narrative, singing about how she dates men to have power over them and is love crazy. She then gives us a vulnerable look into how this reputation has hurt her, and she's worried if her lover believes all the things that have been said about her. Finally, she exploits this reputation, defending herself but also mocking the image that's been branded on her. But this is just a brief summary, and once more I encourage you to view the first part of this video to truly understand the deeper complexities of all these tracks. But with that, let's continue on analyzing Reputation, beginning with So It Goes. First, we have to understand the origin of the line, "So It Goes," itself. The line originates from the 1969 novel Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. The line is written whenever a death occurs in the novel, signifying the transition onto a new subject. In Look What You Made Me Do, Taylor declares that she's dead and there's a new version of herself. That not only is about the America's sweetheart image of Taylor being displaced by the nasty one crafted by the media, but Taylor truly finding a new version of herself. So it goes. The line is also used to give the impression life goes on in spite of all the chaotic and damning things that may happen during it. The bigger picture, however, is through the media mockery and slandering of Taylor's image, her love is still going on, and she's still trying to hold on to it in spite of all the negativity aimed towards her. In this track, we continue the use of the color gold, aforementioned in Endgame in the lyric, "Your body is gold." Gold being used in this record is a precursor to its use on Taylor's record Lover, such as in the track Daylight. Gold in this instance is representing a prospective love, something new and wonderful, something Taylor desires. And So It Goes, Taylor says she's in a gold cage, hostage to her lover's feelings. She's trapped in this love. With the implementation of gold, it's something she wants. In the chorus, Taylor describes that while this love may be at risk due to the constant media scrutiny she's faced, she's in the moment and only cares about the present with her lover. She also sings the lyric, "I'm not a bad girl, but I do bad things with you." Forgetting the latter half, Taylor is solidifying to her lover that she is not who the media paints her out to be. Taylor also sings she met her lover at a bar, a location mentioned in Delicate, and shown in the video. This is also a location that is consistently brought up, especially in the Lover record. Next, we have Gorgeous. Up until this point, we've focused on one lover, the current one. It's important to note it's the same lover she speaks about on all the other tracks in this record. But in Gorgeous, we're given a genesis to her current relationship, detailing how they met, how enamored she was when she met him, and so on. She does sing about this lover, despite already having a current boyfriend. This track plays on the media narrative that Taylor cheated on her boyfriend at the time with this new lover, although there's no evidence to even support this. Taylor shared the entire truth of this record at the secret sessions, but fans were sworn to secrecy. All we know is who the track is about. There's not much else to say about Gorgeous, as it's very to the point, but the concept of wanting a new love while already having a boyfriend is further explored in the next track, Getaway Car. In the intro to Getaway Car, Taylor sings, "No, nothing good starts in a getaway car." From the very first lyric, it's prefaced the outcome of this song won't be a good one. Taylor sings about how her current boyfriend in the song has given her the best of times, but conversely, the worst of crimes. The crime she's speaking of is the sense of instability in the relationship. She goes on to say how she felt she was in a grayed area, uncertain of the truth, uncertain of the future. She's uncertain because she sings about how she didn't mean it when she struck a match, a comparison alluding to immediately becoming enamored with someone. From the beginning, her boyfriend fell for her, but she never intended for that to happen, and now she's stuck in a relationship she doesn't want, the grayed area. She needs a reason to leave him. In the pre-chorus, Taylor describes how she lied to herself that she wanted this relationship, and from the very beginning, it's been doomed. We never had a shotgun in the dark, has a dual meaning, as some don't realize these are two separate lyrics. We never had a shot refers to this relationship was never meant to prevail, and the shotgun in the dark is creating the idea that this relationship was a shot in the dark, one with no aim, and conversely, was shot in the dark, killing it suddenly and unexpectedly. Rumors state this song is about her rebound with Tom Hiddleston and failed relationship with Calvin Harris. Narratively looking at this track, I believe it's a retrospective look on what she's feeling in Gorgeous. She's falling for a new lover while already having a boyfriend, and this song is her own reminder of what happened the last time she felt that way. In the chorus of Getaway Car, Taylor begins to refer to a new romance. She indicates though he in a way rescued her from what she wanted to escape, this new romance was never meant to last. It was founded on being an escape from someone else, not the intent of pursuing a new love. She sings about hearing sirens in the beat of this new romance's heart, indicating she knew from the very beginning this romance was doomed. The line, "Think about the place where you first met me," is Taylor telling this new romance to realize how their relationship began. It began as a rescue. She never meant for it to be anything more, and she doesn't want this new romance to expect anything more from her. She finalizes with the same intro at the beginning of the song, "Nothing good starts in a getaway car." This cements the idea that this new romance was built on an unstable foundation. She knows the outcome won't be good, and this new romance is doomed. The second verse more or less reiterates what we already know. In addition, Taylor describes the debacle of her boyfriend chasing her and the new romance as a circus, stating that her and her new romance are both sorry. Circuses more often than not contain illusions, tricks, and chaos. Taylor is acknowledging this mess she's made in the situation, and her new romance both regret the madness they've caused out of Taylor's desperation. In the bridge, Taylor uses a comparison to Bonnie and Clyde, famous criminal couple, to illustrate her situation. She depicts herself as a traitor. She did a bait and switch essentially, unintentionally causing harm to her new romance by using him as a scapegoat, but harming her current boyfriend. In the end, she had to leave them both. She states the last place she's seen her new romance is that metaphorical getaway car they used to escape in. This once more reiterates the intro. This romance was doomed from the start, and the last place we'll see each other is in this doomed position. The outro brings it all together, showcasing all of Taylor's emotions and actions throughout the song. In summary, Getaway Car is a track about Taylor looking back on the last time she fell for another man while still in a relationship, even if her falling wasn't intentional. She sings about her regret over her decisions and how she wishes it could be different, that she didn't have to face the consequences of her actions. Critics are notorious for saying Taylor plays the blame game with her songs. This track proves the exact opposite. Following this track, we go into King of My Heart. Getaway Car was a slight detour, no pun intended, of the narrative structure. Gorgeous sets up her feelings of meeting her lover while still having a boyfriend. Then Getaway Car reflects on the last time she felt like that. There isn't a track that details her transition from Gorgeous to her new lover, however. All we can assume from what we're given in the narrative is that she ended things with her boyfriend and Gorgeous in order to pursue her lover that she sings about over this record. King of My Heart continues an established theme of kingdoms, previously mentioned in Look What You Made Me Do, in which Taylor's kingdom keys were stolen from her. However, in this track, Taylor now speaks of a new kingdom she's found, which in this sense is metaphorical. Taylor has actually spoken out about this track, describing it as the evolution of the relationship with her lover. The verses to the chorus to the bridge are all stages of the relationship. So I guess, in a way, this song acts as the transition from Gorgeous to the relationship status she currently has. To follow the narrative of this record, Taylor has looked back at when she first met her lover in Gorgeous, and now she's describing how the relationship came to be. King of My Heart opens up with Taylor saying she's better off being alone, which is likely her feelings after the incident in Getaway Car. Despite this initial feeling of isolation, it changes after meeting her lover, and immediately they begin to fall for each other. In the pre-chorus, Taylor demands her lover salute to her as his American queen, since her lover is from England. She's also demanding respect up front, as she hasn't been given much in previous relationships. She then states the kingdom they rule is inside their room. Her kingdom is now wherever she is with her lover. Her kingdom is now a person, and that to her is home. She continues on saying that no amount of luxury cars physically could have taken her to the depths her lover does emotionally. When pronouncing Jaguar car, she does so in an intentionally British way, furthering the idea this song is about her current British lover. In the second verse, Taylor states she hopes to keep this relationship a secret, because she knows once people find out, they'll hound her day and night, which is explored in Ready For It. Interesting to note, her track Cruel Summer has a line, "I don't want to keep secrets just to keep you," indicating the secret of it all eventually took a toll on her, and she didn't want to have to hide this relationship anymore. Also, in the second verse, she sings, "Change my priorities." What she wants is changing. It's no longer about managing the media's perception about her. It's about solely focusing on this relationship she has. In the bridge, Taylor sings how the wounds from her past relationships are healing with this new lover. She also states how sitting on a roof and drinking beer out of plastic cups is enough for her. She doesn't need diamonds or sparkly things. Simply being with her lover is all she needs. Once more, Taylor uses British slang, fancy, to indicate her attraction to her British lover, which is used again in her own track, London Boy. To conclude, she tells her lover he's the one she's been waiting for after all this time. Next, we have Dancing with Our Hands Tied, which picks back up on the media criticizing and following Taylor's every move. The song's inspiration comes from how Taylor spent months in London with her lover, and when she came back to LA, she was spotted outside a gym where paparazzi paraded her and shouted a number of things, including negative comments about her weight. In turn, Taylor wrote this song. In the first verse, Taylor discusses how her relationship with her lover has been a secret, and they fell for each other the moment they met, previously showcased on the preceding tracks. We also have another reference to the color gold, how Taylor was deep blue before meeting this lover, but he painted her gold. Blue is her hesitation and insecurity, and gold is true, powerful love. Taylor has previously described love as burning red at a certain period in her life, but truly believed love is gold. Here in this song and throughout this record, any allusions to gold are about Taylor finding true love. In the pre-chorus, Taylor continues to reiterate the idea of this relationship being a secret and her anxieties of what will happen when the media uncovers it. The chorus has the title of the song, obviously, but in this instance, Hands Tied is about being stuck in a situation. Her situation being that their relationship would go public, no matter what she did to stop it from happening. Her and her lover are dancing, a fun pastime. She's telling us they're having fun on their own, but the inevitable is soon to come, and there's nothing she or he can do to prevent it. In the second verse, Taylor tells her lover she'll love him in spite of the media finding out and beginning their wild speculation about their relationship. This track is almost a B-side to Ready For It. That track is declarative and almost mocking the inevitable media fallout. This track shows Taylor's vulnerable feelings regarding the media fallout. In the bridge, Taylor is telling her lover that no matter what, whether it's fire, water, or darkness, she will still love him. Nothing can pull them apart. To conclude this video, we're now at Dress. While the song is very sexually charged, it isn't the sole focus of the track. In the opening, Taylor once more alludes to the secrecy of the relationship with her lover. She sings about how he left a golden tattoo on her. At this point, we know the meaning of gold, but the addition of tattoo now shows the permanence of this relationship. In the second verse, Taylor sings, "If we get burned, at least we were electrified." Even if the relationship hurts them both once the public finds out, they've been having the time of their lives. This track explores Taylor's lust for her lover, but adds the theme of how he sees the real her. Explored in the bridge, Taylor sings, "Even in my worst lies, you could see the truth in me." I don't think this necessarily means Taylor has lied, but is more so referring to the lies the media created that were branded onto her. In spite of that, her lover knew who she really was. He saw her for her. Looking back at tracks 7 through 12 on this record, Taylor sings about how this love will prevail, regardless of what may happen. She reflects back on how she first met her lover, although she had a boyfriend. She thinks of the last time she was in that situation, and worries if the outcome may be the same. She sings about how she wants her relationship to remain a secret, because she's found a new love, and that's all that matters to her. She details her worry of what may happen when people find out, but goes on to sing about how this lover has seen who she really is throughout all the backlash and hatred she's received. The first 6 tracks off Reputation almost act as an opposite side of the coin to these tracks. First, she mocks her reputation, betrays it, and is declarative about this romance being jeopardized by the media. With these tracks, she thinks introspectively about her own life and the real fears and anxieties that come with this relationship, given her past and what the media spreads about her. In the next part, we'll take a look at the final 3 tracks off of Taylor Swift's Reputation. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Comment down below what you think of this analysis. Do you agree or disagree? And are there any thoughts you'd like to add? Be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more future content on all your favorite pop stars.